Are you worried your family history research might be lost to future generations? Is it currently sitting on your computer or hard drive? Maybe it's in file folders that no one wants. We are Lynn and Danette. We're cousins. We're family historians. We're a writer and an artist. And we've joined forces to create Heirloom, pre-made templates that take all the work out of building your family history book. We help fulfill your family history book dreams. Join us every Tuesday for conversations and questions with Lynn and Danette, helping you build your legacy for future generations. Our pages, your story. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Conversations and Questions with Lynn and Danette.
Hello, everyone.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm very good, thank you.
How about the rest of your family?
Yeah, if you haven't heard, COVID's gone through the house. Everybody's doing just fine. Everybody's vaccinated, so they're getting over it very quickly.
Good.
But today we're going to talk about covers, the covers of our Heirloom family history books. So we're going to go through a few examples, give people some ideas of what we can put on the covers, because believe it or not, there are lots of options out there what you can do with that cover. So you can go ahead and share your screen, Danette, and we'll take a look at covers.
All right. What I did, although we have probably a couple hundred covers on our site, I just pulled a few to use as examples. An example right here is if you were writing a book, say about your family's journey west or part of their immigration story or whatever, there's the cover for you. Or you would want to use something along those lines that would indicate to your audience what your story is going to be about. Right. Just a general history book or family roots book or whatever. And this title certainly is changeable. Just designed a nice basic cover that pretty much says what's going to be inside the history book. Hopefully a little more interesting than the high school ones. And whenever I design a cover, I try to design a back for it. Mm-hmm. They're usually very simple, might have a teeny picture or just state the facts, title of your book and the author. That's it. Got to show your name.
Yeah. And so also with Canva, we should note that the color does not wrap around the spine. Canva has a strictly white spine.
Exactly.
So you want to keep that in mind when you're choosing the color of your cover.
I would say if you want to use Canva as your printing company, then keep your cover on the light side, unless you don't mind the white.
Yeah. So it works with most. It's just if you were to have like that black front and back, that white spine would really stand out. And there's no printing on the spine either. Right. But other companies out there, they do wrap around and everything else. So there are other options out there as well outside of Canva. And you certainly can export your book out of Canva and have it printed anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's what I do. I like to use Mixbook.
Mixed books are really, really good.
Yeah, it's very user-friendly. It's always having sales.
Nothing wrong with Canva either, but Canva is still relatively new in printing of their books. So
right. Although when I did have all the sample books printed before we started this little venture, I found the quality of the printing to be pretty much the same at all the places I used.
It's good to know.
Yeah, it's just how easy is there. Yes, they're all very fast.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, so what other examples do we have?
All right, let me see what I did here. Well, here's one just for a general history story of your family. I probably shouldn't use the word history so liberally. Here's another example of a cover that tells you exactly what's going to be in the side, the story of your immigration. Or probably not yours,
your relative story of immigration, right. Then you can make sure your cover reflects that content. Yeah,
exactly. I may expound upon this and say the immigration story of Grandpa Kowalski or whatever.
Right.
Whoever you're writing about. Okay, here's an example of a cover of an occupation. Or it could be part of the immigration story, but my point being that if you want to cover a particular occupation, something that was different, like say a military career, or I don't know, your dad was a town doctor or whatever, you might want to write that story. Absolutely. And so your cover should try and reflect that. Yeah. Even use a real picture of your
ancestor. Yeah, you've got it.
Of your ancestor, yeah, right. And here's an example of if you just have a picture book, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that, because a lot of times we don't have all the words that we need, all the documents and everything, but you do have a lot of photos. This is a nice way to do it, and a nice cover to, or maybe it's something a little more modern. Yeah. But we have all kinds of covers. We're all cover crazy lately. Here's a very nice cover. Says exactly what's inside. It's the story of our grandparents. And as a little teaser, you have very nice pictures of them. Because I'm sure we all have ancestors that pretty. And smooth and handsome. Yeah. Debonair. That's what he looks, debonair. Anyway, but that's an example of that you can put actual photos right on your cover. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you want to have the orientation of your book being on heritage. I have all kinds of covers. I have covers from lots of different countries to represent that. For example, here's Prince Edward Island, a province in Canada. Mm-hmm. If if a majority of the story took place there, that would be a nice. This is their flag, by the way. Yeah. Their province flag. And then the last two are examples of covers that don't need to be fancy. You just need to have the name on there, or a little bit of a title representing what's inside. You don't need pictures and fancy things. This was just a picture of a book. I turned it sideways and put the title on. Or on this one, it was a plain background. I put in the title to just be a nice little contrast to the back. And then I put some of these doodads that you get in Elements on there.
Very good. Yeah, I love those last couple ones.
So that just gives you some ideas of how you could do your cover.
Yeah, I'm a simple girl, so I love the simplicity of those last couple ones. I think they're classic, stand the test of time, but there certainly is nothing wrong with, putting a image on the front. You can go either way, that's for sure. But the options are out there for you to. So think about what your content is, and make sure that the front of your book reflects that. And it's appealing, right? We want people to be able to look at it and go, "Oh, I want to open this up and see what's inside."
Exactly.
So you want to make sure it's very appealing to the eye as well. All right, so that is covers. So if you've got any questions about what we looked up today in the terms of covers, or if you have any suggestions for Danette for covers, since she loves making cover templates, you want to add to our collection, please.
Keeps my hands occupied in the evening.
Drop us a line and let us know what you're looking for in the way of a cover, and we'll see if we can make it for you. So, but like Danette said, we have hundreds of different covers in our Heirloom collection. So you may want.
But if you come up with something that you just cannot find to go with what you're writing, or maybe it's a new country or state or something that I haven't made, just ask.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, that's everything. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get notification of any new videos coming your way. We try to drop them at least once a week. And we'll see you back here next week for another episode of Conversations and Questions with Lynn and Danette.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.